Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we have the Sunbeam F1 Pro. As you see right here, we have the box and I will go over an unboxing real quick and then we'll get to the review of the device. As always, there's always questions that you guys ask and they will be here answered for you. And of course, the price is a little bit more this time around at $329 and I'll be answering whether it's worth it to purchase at that price. So here we have the phone. And it brings a couple of other things like a card that tells you enjoy your free demo and premium service. This is one of the devices that I'm actually going to be giving away. That's another thing that's going to be happening here on this video. It also brings a cable, USB-C cable. Then it also brings the battery, and it is a 2200 milliamp hour battery. I'll be taking it out right there. There's a battery. And then you have a cradle. So you have the cradle right there that you can put the phone into in order to charge it. And then the last thing that it has, it does have a coin, or it's actually a thing to remove the back of the phone. I'll showcase that in a minute. And it does have a charging brick. So that's everything that it brings. And then let me take out the phone to showcase to you the hardware of the device. So the device is a little bit bigger than the regular Sunbeam F1, not the Pro version, but the hinge is better, absolutely better. The keys look exactly the same, and this coin-looking device is in order to be able to get the back. And once you are able to get the back, you will be able to insert the battery and get with everything that the device needs. This device is definitely more rugged than the Sunbeam F1, and it does bring a 4GB SD card right here. I presume that is for the maps on the here maps. Now, that's a device that I'm going to be giving away. As you saw right there, there are two phones that I'll be giving away. Thank you to the folks at Sunbeam. But this is my Aspen device, the one that I'm keeping, the one that I bought. As always, you know that I buy all the devices that I review in order to give you an assessment to whether you should spend your hard-earned dollars on these devices. I did drop this device, and it does have some scuffs right here, but it was pretty resistant and nothing else got damaged. So now I'm going to adjust a little bit of the focus so that you can see again. And now let's get to the software review of this device. So as you see right here, it looks pretty much the same. The keys are very, very similar. It does work with all major carriers here in the United States and also in Canada. It has a good compatibility with carriers. And the menus are very similar to the old Sunbeam F1. If you have seen my Sunbeam F1 reviews or my overviews, you will know that this is exactly the same. And it does have an update firmware, update software, bug reports, wireless emergencies, SOS, user manual, keyboard, wallpaper, settings. Waze is the new addition to this device. This is the Aspen version. It's one of the most advanced. And the two devices that I'll be giving away are Aspens. So make sure to sign up in the link below. But here we have Waze, and it's essentially the full-fledged application. You'll be able to gather your information, your location. It's initializing right there, as you see, and you can get started. You don't have to log in if you don't want to. It does have and this device is also a touchscreen device, so you can interact in certain areas with the touchscreen, and you have no issues. I have been using and testing this device. I've reset it now for the purpose of this review, as I always do. And that's why we're kind of like starting. But it does have preparing navigation, which is going to, again, download a lot of packages. You can tap to start driving right there. But you don't need to tap. It does also have the ability to use the keys in certain instances. Sometimes you may need to use the touchscreen, but most of the time you probably will be fine. So you also have the ability to not use Waze. You can use the navigation. This one has been developed by Sunbeam Maps. It's using here maps, and it's going to locate me. And this one has been optimized in order to use your keypad only without the need to use the touchscreen. Of course, you can still use the touchscreen if you want to, but you can search, enter address, coordinates, and it will have navigation that is very similar to your smartphone, so without any of those issues. You also have the ability to have music, of course. It has menu. It does have a playlist and songs that you can play. You can add a playlist, create your new playlist, which I think is a very welcome addition. You do have the sound recorder, which, you know, you can record calls, or you can record whatever it is, or you can record maybe music, or you can record a lecture, whatever it is that you want to record. Very easy to use, and everything is optimized for navigation here. Of course, you also have your camera, which is serviceable. I will actually take a picture of this Sunbeam F1 right here. And it does have autofocus. So that is something that is very nice. And I'll be showcasing an image for you guys. You can see it on the gallery here. I mean, it's going to get the job done, but it's not going to be super amazing. And again, you know, right there, if you want to, if you want to go and get the, you know, extra detailed, you can tap and you can go back. So camera is a 5 megapixel camera, and it's pretty good. Does have a flashlight. So if you need to use it as a flashlight, does have that ability. Files, of course, file manager. You have the SD card, very big availability, and about 10.57 gigabytes of storage. So total of about 14 to, you know, 16 gigs. Let's call it 16 gigs. You do have your notes, your calculator. You do have a calendar, which you can use to add a new event, agenda view, settings, all of that good stuff. Clock, messaging, contacts, call log, and of course your voicemail. And your voicemail can come in visual voicemail, so you have the ability to read and have all of your voicemails in one place. Verizon works better, and I believe it also works with T-Mobile now. So you are able to at least have the ability to check your voicemail really quickly right there and reply and prompts and, you know, all the good stuff that visual voicemail does. Then you have your messaging, which is probably what many of you have been waiting. It does use the XT9 engine. So you have, for example, hello, my name is Jose. And then the 0 to get that. But also you can talk to it, and it will detect your voice input, and you have no issues using it. Of course, it will use data, but as you see right there, it's typing very quickly, is using the engine from Microsoft, and it's doing an excellent job. I believe they're still using that engine. You can go back and delete and do all of that good stuff. So this is a premium feature that you have to subscribe to. Now let's talk about the not only durability. Of course, this device is more durable than the previous one. It does have weather. This, I believe, is also part of the premium. You can set the location against Littleton. There it is. Again, I resetted this device. So there it is. Boom, sunny, and it tells me all of the conditions. And of course, you can store other things. This device does not have a browser. It does not have any distractions. It's essentially a very good dumb phone with the ability to have a couple of extra niceties here and there. One thing that I do appreciate is that they still have included a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So it does have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and now it has the magic of USB-C. So it does have USB-C right there, and the volume rockers that you can use very easily. It does have a notification LED that will let you know whether you have a voicemail, you have a message, a missed call, or things of that nature. And of course, this device, I mean, again, it's one of the best devices in the market. It was already one of the best devices at $195, but now that it has been reinforced, it does cost a little bit more. And let's talk a little bit about the price on that. And I'm going to bring not the light phone, because the light phone is a little bit cheaper actually, but the Punkt MP02. So the Punkt MP02 is about $379. The Aspen version, or all of the versions of the Sunbeam F1 Pro, are $329. So which one would I get? Well, I would definitely get this one if I'm considering a Punkt, even if I'm considering a light phone, and I don't mind not having podcasts or doing it myself through the music player. I definitely think that the Sunbeam F1 Pro is an excellent competitor, because I think it gives you all of the conveniences that you need, some things that people want. And of course, now it brings one of the most important features that a lot of people were requesting last year, which is, let me go to the settings. It is a hotspot. So it does have a hotspot. So you can go to phone settings. I believe it's in connectivity. There it is. Then you have mobile data, mobile hotspot, and you can turn it on and off in whichever way you want. And you have the ability to connect your computer. So now this device is pretty much complete. So if I were considering the Punkt or the, Sunbeam F1, I would say the Sunbeam F1 is actually a better version and a better competitor, unless you want Signal and a couple of those things. But would I pay $329 for it? I did pay $329 for it plus tax. Do I think it's worth it? I think it is. And I'll tell you why. Yes, it is expensive. It's definitely more expensive than a lot of simple dumb phones. And if you only need calls and text, then maybe this device is not for you. But if you're looking for a device that is durable, number one, that is supported. People are not just going to leave it behind. And if you have glitches or whatever, it's not going to be left behind. And it's going with a company that actually responds to their customers, a company that listened and said, hey, you know what? Our hinge was weak in the past, but now it's very good. Actually, it's very reinforced. I can feel it right here. It's not creaking. The device feels solid in the hand, and it's going to be durable for years. I think the Sunbeam F1 is an excellent proposition. And even though it's a little bit of an investment at $329, I think it's worth its price. Same thing with the light phone, same thing with the Punkt. If you are the user, if you want to accommodate your life to something like the Sunbeam F1 light phone or Punkt, I think it's worth the investment because this company, specifically Sunbeam and Light, have been supporting and making updates to their devices. So I think it's worth to support them, even though it's a little bit more pricey, but they will respond and they will get back to you, which I think it's something that we don't see as often in this market, in these devices. Now, if you're just looking for calls and texts, any other device, get a $50 or even a $20 flip phone from Walmart, like the Nokia 2760. It's just text and calls. You don't need anything else. But if you're looking for a reliable device that gives you all of these features, weather, navigation, it gives you music, it gives you the ability to have a camera, flashlight, calculator, calendar, clock, messaging experience that doesn't suck, then I think the Sunbeam F1 is a good proposition and it's a good device. If you have any questions about this device or any of the other devices that I have reviewed, make sure to leave them in the comments below and I'll be interacting with you guys. And thank you for watching. If you want to grab one, make sure to head to Sunbeam Wireless or click the link below. I do get a commission if you purchase through my link, and I do appreciate that. But if not, that's okay. I don't, I don't try to advertise, and definitely this is not for me to get money. It's because I truly think this is a very good device, and it's something that I definitely appreciate. That there are companies who want to listen to their customers and want to make right by them. I hope this review helped you, and I hope to see you in a future video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.